we're going to start our slaw. And this is an incredibly simple recipe. I mean, it really is. So we're going to start with mayo. And you can use whichever one you like. I like how I've got somebody else picking up my mess. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry. So I've got, I'd say right at 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. And we're going to dress it up a little bit. This is one of the simplest slaw recipes you can do. It really is super easy. So we're going to give it a little hit of garlic. And I should take the time to do pepper, fresh crack, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. But I want to give it a good bit of pepper because you've got that creamy mayonnaise, right? You want something that's going to stand up to it. So I'd say 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of black pepper. And then apple cider vinegar. We're going to give it a couple of tablespoons. I might add a little bit more, but I'm going to taste it first. So about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then we're back to our kosher salt. Now the kosher salt in this is going to do a couple things. It's not just going to flavor. I'd say that's about a teaspoon. I want another teaspoon. If you have iodized salt, use half that amount. Don't forget. So the salt is going to do a couple things. Of course, it's going to flavor it. It's going to make it taste good. But it's also going to serve to start breaking down the cabbage. One of the best, most delicious things I ever had in my life, we were making chow-chow. And of course, you salt it and let it sit and drain. The cabbage starts to wilt, and it starts to release a lot of the juices. So we had all those vegetable juices that were coming out of the cabbage and the tomatoes and the peppers, and it was so good. I sat there and drank it like vegetable juice. I swear, Boudin has become a diva because he doesn't do this until we turn the cameras on. Might need to put Boudin back there and let him hang out with me. Or maybe he wants to go outside. Maybe open the door? I don't know. Alright, so I've got a head of cabbage. You can do all kinds of fancy whatever. I don't. I don't do fancy, if y'all can't tell me now. You need chickens. We need chickens over here because I have all this awesome stuff I normally give to the chickens at my house, and I'm just throwing it away. You don't want this hardcore in the middle. This stuff, this gets really hard and tough. It's not going to break down and get nice. So just take the rest of your cabbage. Oh, check for... I pulled all the outer leaves off of this already, but you want to check for that. That won't hurt anything. It's really not going to kill you, but nobody wants to eat that. So it's just a nice thing to do. So you could shred this, you can dice it, you could use a mandolin, you could use a box grater if you wanted to. I don't think any of that is necessary. It's going to get nice and tender anyway, because it's going to sit in this dressing, and it's going to tenderize from that. And again, we're going to taste it and adjust it for salt and the apple cider vinegar once we get everything together. I'm going to get rid of that one too. So this is all there is to it. I like this knife. Where was this knife last weekend?
I'm not sure. Oh,
like
that's goes with that set.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, that's
I like it.
Something cutlery.
Okay. I like it. And I'm just removing this piece because of that sharp rib right there, which won't hurt anything. But again, you want your food nice.
Cutco. It's a Cutco, the main shredding knife.
I like it. Now, this also looks like a ton, which it is. It's a whole head. But as this sits in this dressing this afternoon, it will wilt down a good bit. You can add anything you like to this as it is. I actually love fresh cabbage. I will send you with nothing but salt on it. So the only thing I'm actually going to add to this is some green onion. And I use green onion all the time. This is one bunch of green onions. I took the ends off and I neatened up the green parts, but I don't throw away the green part. It's really delicious. Tastes very similar to chives, a little stronger. And I just think it's wonderful. Plus it's pretty. So this nice bright onion flavor really wakes everything up in there. Yummy. So that's how hard that is, which it's not hard at all. Now as that salt works on that cabbage and it begins to wilt it, the cabbage will actually release juices down into the bottom. So you want to probably stir it 2 or 3 times. And that cabbage liquid, you can always drain it off if you want to, but I like it. I think it tastes good. There we go. So you just give it a nice stir. Get everything nice and tossed together. And then this is also going to go in the refrigerator. Let me show over here. You can see it's nicely dressed and it's coated, but it's not soupy or, not too much. Now it will have more liquid as we go, just from what the cabbage releases.